Today, we're going to talk about having a life first. Now, I haven't been on live in a few days. That's because we were away celebrating my son's 15th birthday at Great Wolf Lodge. Had a great time. Highly recommend it if you've not been there. It's an indoor water park. They're all over the place. I haven't been on live for a few days. We went to the one out in Poconos because the one closest to us. So anyway, before we get started, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell to get notified when I go live. If you're not watching this on YouTube and you like what we're talking about and you like what I have to share, when we're done, hop on over to YouTube, check out my page, Linda May Myers, and then go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell. So why do you want to hit the bell and get notified on YouTube when I go live? Well, it's two reasons. One is it is much more reliable than Facebook to get notified when I go live. And secondly, as a financial coach, it's my mission to help families live a life that God has created them for. Not one of stress, fear, shame, or guilt around money, but one of freedom. Freedom to do more, give more, and serve more. And that's my mission. All right, guys, so let's jump in. So do you have a life verse? That is the question I'm posing today. So I recently taught at a ladies conference and I asked them this question, and I was surprised at how many people there, it was a Christian ladies conference, didn't know, or at least they didn't want to share that they know what a life verse was. So basically, in a nutshell, a life verse is a verse from the Bible that speaks to you in a very special way. It's words that when you read them, it seems like they were written just for you. Now, obviously, there's a lot in the Bible that will often seem like it's written to us, but these are special. And you kind of know that. It's something that applies to your whole life. It kind of gives you a vision. There's usually a reason why it resonates so well with your soul and your spirit. And you probably have a story that connects it to you. So if you have a life verse and you know what I'm talking about it, I'd love to hear what your life verse is. I'd love you to drop it in your comments. Drop it in the comments and share it with me. If you don't have a life verse, I encourage you to identify one for yourself and keep it in front of you. It helps keep me centered. I know mine does. And in the meantime, you can borrow mine. My life verse is Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. And that really motivates me through everything that I do, even as a financial coach, which you may not think it applies, but it totally does. So like, for instance, right now I'm creating a course. I'm creating a program called Faith-Based Financial Freedom Revolution. And the whole premise of Faith-Based Financial Freedom Revolution is to help you apply your faith to your finances, realize freedom so you can revolutionize your world. All right. And then as I'm creating this, I am asking the Lord to just bless those that are going to take my course, bless those that are going to help me share this message with people, and the guest speakers that I'll be bringing into the course. And it's just be a verse that I will be applying to every step of the way, because I believe it. If we look at the verse again, it says, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, because the Lord has plans for us. And those plans do not include living in debt. Those plans do not include giving up our passion that he's put in our heart because we have to pay the bills, right? It says plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. And that's really what I want to do for my clients. And this course is just going to be another way that I can serve more people, plans to give them hope and a future. It's a program to give people hope and a future and affect change in their world and serve the passions that God has put in their heart. And as you always hear me say, it helps them do more, give more, and serve more, because that's what it's all about. All right, guys. So if you don't already know, if you're not already in my group on Facebook, I have a free community called Faithfully and Financially Free Families. And if you're not already in there, you want to pop in there, and because we have a emergency binder challenge coming up. It's not really a challenge, it's a workshop, but I'm challenging you to create an emergency binder for your family. So there are going to be checklists. There's going to be a workshop to help you set aside time to accomplish it. I'll be there walking you through the whole process. And a little bonus is I'm going to give you a tip on how you can take this important piece of information, the emergency binder, and utilize that as a great gift that's coming up this holiday season. Because, you know, how many of us have, my hand disappears in the background, look at that. How many of us, I know I do, have people in our family that we don't know what to get for because they have everything they want or they don't want for much. This is something that is a gift that's going to prepare them for the future. It's going to keep on giving, and it's not going to break the bank. So if you're not in my group, check it out. The link will be description below. Or if you're on Facebook, you can just Google it or just search it in the search bar. faithfully and financially free families. It's also a link in my profile, but hop on in there and join us for this workshop. It's going to be life-changing for those who need to use the services one day. All right, guys, I will talk to you later.